Ben's wishes. I have an uncle who writes books for children, and it is my uncle very often when I was a child because he lives in Africa. But he came to see us sometimes. When he did visit us, he usually told me one of the stories. I love to know, but Ben's wishes was my favorite. My uncle told it to me one winter when I was very cold outside. I was about 10, I think. A boy called Ben had two older brothers. The older boys often had fun hungry and often angry because they were so poor. Go and walk in the fields, they said to Ben. Early each morning they bring herbs and vegetables and make an enormous bowl of soup for our dinner. Ben always answered in the same way, but I want to go to school and learn all about the world. Ben's uncontented brother just laughed and said, Don't be silly. You aren't clever after school just like us. So Ben didn't go anywhere. He just walked in the fields and the rain, digging and planting and planting and digging. One really cold morning, Ben was planting some onions when he saw a old silver cup on the ground. He picked it up, sat down under the tree, and cleaned it with his scarf. Then, very carefully, he put it down on the grass next his little rucksack. Ben was tired and hungry, but he only had 5 little olives to eat. He looked at the cup and said, I'm so lucky to have these olives, but I'd like the lovely warm drink too. Suddenly, the silver cup was full of hot chocolate. Ben was very surprised. He drank it all, but he still felt cold. He looked down at his gold jacket and at the cup again and said, I'm so lucky to have a jacket, but there are 100 of holes in it. I wish I could have a new coat. Oh, wonderful coat made of full suddenly fit for somewhere in the sky. Now Ben was really surprised. He put it on. It felt soft and warm. Then he opened the little book Wonderland was his brother's. Ben looked at the cup one more time and said, I am so lucky to have one book to read, but I'd like 100 more books so I can learn all about the world, please. Suddenly, the 100 books fell from between the leaves and the tree above him. Ben couldn't believe it. He was so pleased. He laughed and laughed, but the old cup in his pocket, carried the books home, sat down by the fire, and read them all. When Ben saw the brothers came and Ben was still reading, they were angry. Where is our dinner? Where's our dinner vegetable soup? They shouted. Ben looked up and said, I found the old cup in the field today. I think it understands about wishes. It gave me a hot chocolate, a warm coat, and 100 really interesting books. I learned a lot about the roads. It's amazing. I know all about these lands and these oceans and about all the creatures that live on the earth as well now. So ask the silver cup for your dinner. The two older brothers looked at Ben's new coat, his new books, and then at the silver cup on the table. One of them picked it up. He was angry. No, we have a wish too. Give us our dinner. We want it this minute, he said. The empty bowls were suddenly full of delicious vegetable soup. The brother couldn't believe it. Cup, the oldest brother shouted, give me a room full of money. Give me more money than my brother and a room full of candy, the other brother said. Suddenly there was candy and money everywhere. The brothers began to fight. Give me that cup, one shouted. No, the other man said, it's mine, it's not you, give it to me. The cup fell on the ground and broke. And all the candy, the money, the delicious vegetable soup, bells went cold, and the interesting books disappeared. To open the house. I felt really sad when Michael told me that part of the story, but then he had it. But the cup couldn't make all the stories about the road disappear from Ben's head. And when Ben was a man, he visited all the countries in the world and wrote lots of stories about the animals and people that lived there to tell the children. I never knew Michael's first name. I just called him Uncle. Perhaps, and just perhaps, it was Ben.